Hey guys, it's Mike again and welcome to Autoblog. Today I have a car that I usually don't do on the channel here because this is a used car, but it is a very nice one. So I wanted to review this one today because I like it personally, and hopefully you guys will like it as well. It is the 2014 Ford Edge Sport. As many of you know, if you have been following the channel, I recently did a review of the 2015 Ford Edge Sport, but this one here is worth taking a look at as well. It is a 2014, and I don't know, I just like the body style of this generation Edge. Now, being a sport, it's even nicer looking, mainly because of the 22-inch wheels that you get with a Ford Edge Sport. They are sitting on Pirelli tires, and they are, let's see here, what does it say? 265/40 22. Just giving it an awesome look, along with this exterior color called Ruby Red. We're gonna walk around here so you can get a shot of every angle. Got dual exhaust system here that we're going to start up with the smart key access fob. Watch any Ford reviews before this is familiar to you. Your lock button, unlock, trunk release or lift gate, and then your panic button, and then your remote start button. So you would just press once on the lock button and double click. And while we're back here, we'll take a look at the trunk. Ford Edge is very spacious in regards to cargo area or cargo space. Ford Edge is not third row seated like the Explorer, which gives it pretty good space here. Now, to fold down the second row, you have buttons here. They're not power, but it's kind of like a latch that releases like that, and then you can do the left side as well. That one was hitting my driver's seat there, but you get the point. It's very good when it comes to space. Close the lift gate, you have a button right there. It's all Fords. We have the Kappas fuel tank system. Very nice and convenient. I've covered this in tons of other reviews, so I'm not going to talk about that this time. This car just looks so nice with the ruby red color and the tinted windows, especially up front here because it's a very light tint. In my opinion, the way it should look. I don't like the completely blacked out look. Move along to the front here. HID headlights and LED fog lights. Now, being a sport, obviously it needs some more power. The Ford Edge Sport is the only vehicle in the Ford lineup here, except for some commercial vehicles that have the 3.7 liter V6. It's 305 horsepower and 280 pound-feet of torque. Giving this car some nice power versus a regular Edge V6 that has 285 horsepower. So it's basically 20 horsepower more. Let's take a look at the second row here. This is where I was sitting up front in the driver's position. So you do have some leg room. Or knee room, I should say. I'm 6'2", so It's spacious in the edge. Down here you have a 12-volt sunglasses. I'll keep them there actually. You have your keyless entry here. Every Ford owner gets a 5-digit code if the vehicle is equipped with this keyless entry system here, where basically you can leave your key in the car, or your smart key access fob that is, and you can lock the vehicle and unlock it with these digits here. Now, being a smart key access fob, a proximity key, whatever you want to call it, basically just keep it in your pocket, walk up to the vehicle. There's sensors behind the door handles. There's also sensors right there. Put your hand on the door handle and it unlocks. You can also lock it by putting your thumb or whatever finger on that sensor right there. Now this Edge has a two-tone leather interior. It's a black and then it's a little lighter gray. Don't really know what I think of the gray, but it's a little different, so I guess it's nice. You got a black door panel here, automatic windows down and up for the driver. And also you have the blind spot information system. A light comes on right there whenever someone's in your blind spot. Very nice system. Alright, so let's start it up. I have the key in my pocket. Push button start. Just put your foot on the brake. As you see with the interior here, the Edge shares the same steering wheel as the Taurus and the Explorer of this generation. And the speedometer is a little different from other Fords, but then you have your two instrument clusters right next to it. You have the MyFord touch system, infotainment system with navigation, syncing your phone obviously, and here's a fun little fact: you can actually sync up to 12 phones with the MyFord touch system. Don't ask me why you can sync that many phones, but you can. Now I have a separate video of this infotainment system. I'll be providing a link for that. It'll be popping up on your screen, so if you're interested in the MyFord touch system, you can check it out in a separate video. It has the Sony stereo system. It's 390 watts with 12 speakers. You get a subwoofer. It's a nice system, very nice. Two USB ports, SD card holder for the navigation, other media line inputs. And also you have the panoramic moonroof. That should be one touch, but it's not. Let's see here. What the heck am I doing wrong here? Oh, there we go. It's kind of annoying that this isn't one touch. You have to hold the button down the whole time. But it is a very nice panoramic roof. This brings a lot of light into the vehicle. Then here on the left instrument cluster you have all your settings, display modes, oops, digital tachometer. Left here you have your trip meter, fuel economy, and so on. Then on the right instrument cluster you can check out the entertainment, whatever's playing, your phone. If your phone is synced up, you'll see your call log and your most recent calls and that kind of thing. Navigation, and it'll show you part of the map, and it actually shows you the speed limit on the road that you're currently driving, which is kind of cool. You can change the climate from these buttons on the right side of the steering wheel. Left instruments cluster is navigated through the buttons on the left side of the steering wheel. You have your cruise control, voice activation button. Showed this many times, but
please say a command.
FM 105.9.
Try saying a device name like phone or USB. You can also say navigation or climate. Main menu. Say a command.
FM 105.9.
Tuning to FM 105.9.
So everything in the vehicle is voice activated when it comes to making a phone call, changing radio stations like I just did, and Sirius XM, and changing the climate and everything. You can do everything by voice command. It is designed for you to never have to take your hand off the wheel while driving. So what I think we should do here is take this car for a test drive and see how it handles on the road. Okay, so taking off here in the 2014 Ford Edge Sport. Pretty stiff suspension. It might be just that it has these enormous 22-inch wheels. But this is what I want to check out. Good. This 3.7 V6 it's more powerful than the 3.5 liter, the standard one, with 285 horsepower. This one has 20 horsepower more. I mean, it's not a drastic difference. I mean, there's no turbos or anything like that, but it is a nice engine. And like I said, it does sound good. The main thing with this car, making it, the difference from a regular Edge, I mean, it is the look of it. I mean, it's the big wheels. If those 22-inch wheels wasn't on this car, it really wouldn't be much of a difference at all. I mean, there's some details on the vehicle that is more blacked out, like on most sport models for, in the Ford lineup. Like the lights are a little blacked out. There's some, minor differences in say, the grille and that kind of thing. But I feel that, when it's a sport trim level, there should be considerable more power in the car. This one has more, but it's not that much. So it's not like you're, thrown back in your seat or anything like that and don't really know what to do with yourself, which I would want. But all in all, I mean, it is a really nice, good-looking car. I mean, I don't really know if I like the new generation Edge more than this one, or vice versa. It is just such a nice-looking SUV or crossover, whatever you want to call it. The way that it sits. This one here, we had another one on our lot where I work. That's a white one. I just felt that this one looks so much better. With the ruby red and the wheels and the tinted windows and that kind of thing. So I chose to do a review of this one with the color combination and everything like that. And we have a lot of people coming in asking for these cars. So apparently they're still very popular on the market. They don't sell like a Ford Focus or just a regular Explorer or Edge or anything like that. But there's a specific clientele that wants a car that just sets itself apart from just any average looking car. I mean, because how many cars do you get with 22-inch wheels? And you can get this back in 2013, which is, I mean, it's just, I like the way that it looks, and it's a bold statement now with the new Ford Edge. Ford chose to go with 21-inch wheels, which, you know, whatever, that's fine, but they could have stuck with the 22s because it just looks so good. So let me know what you guys think of this car here. Do you like this better than the new Edge, or you like the newer Edge and the way that it looks better than this? And if you own one of these yourself, please let me know your owner's experience and everything. The only time that I experience these cars is when I drive them at work, or, you know, test drive with customers and that kind of thing. So just let us know, and, you know, educate us on anything that you know of the car that I didn't, you know, cover in this review or anything like that. And until next time, guys, thank you so much for hanging out. See you soon.